मीडिया वेज के प्लेटफॉर्म तो खबरों का लेखा जोखा प्रोग्राम के अंतर्गत आप सब का निੱਘਾ स्वागत है जी आया नो।
Khabran Da Lekha Jokha, June 5th, 2024 has been sponsored by Hanif Litigation. Any criminal or regulatory law matters, contact Hanif Litigation lawyer Shahid Hanif, 604-626-3144. What does the interest rate cut mean for Vancouver's housing market? Wednesday's move by the Bank of Canada to cut its interest rate by 25 basis points might give some moderate relief to mortgage holders, but one expert says it's not going to make waves in Vancouver's real estate market. Realtor Steve Saratsky says mortgage rates remain much higher than many property owners are used to. By cutting rates, it doesn't move mortgage, which is the vast majority of the marketplace today. So there's no real change there. If you're on a variable rate mortgage, every $100,000 borrowed mortgage holders will see a drop of about $15 per month. So some relief. The impact here is from a sentimental perspective that rates are done rising now. It's just a matter of reducing them, and we'll see how that plays out.
बिल्कुल आशा ना उम्मीद की जाती सी कि कमी होएगी पर 25 पॉइंट की जी कमी है मानसिक तौर के उत्ते तो कुछ लोगों को रिलीफ दे पर यदा प्रैक्टिकल धरातरी लैवल के उत्ते कोई बहुता ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पैना। और ये भी गल पक्की है कि अगाऊ समय के शायद इस होर कटौती होवे, पर यह गल जरूर है कि तकरीबन 29 बेहतरीन अर्थशास्त्रियों के विचों 22 ने पहले ही दसिया सी कि ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਰੇਟ ਨੇ ਉਹ 5 ਜੂਨ ਨੂੰ ਘਟਣਗੇ और ਇੰਨੇ ਕ तक घटणगे, इस तो ज़्यादा नहीं।
बिल्कुल 4 साल के बाद तो चलो
पिछे ਨੂੰ ਮੁੜੇ ਪਏ ਆ
15 बेसिस पॉइंट ही घटे
25 बेसिस पॉइंट आशा ना होए ते पर ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਚਵਾਨੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ
जी। अगर $1 million के मॉर्गेज रखते हो तो 15 टाइम्स 10 कर लो, इतना सेविंग्स होना है। Vancouver Chinatown homicide police investigating. The Vancouver Police Department is investigating a death in Chinatown Wednesday morning, sources says its latest homicide. A white tent is set up on the west side of Main Street at Union Street, north of the entrance to the Georgia Viaduct. Details are scarce and police have not released anything about the victim, the possible motive of when the death occurred.
ਇਹ ਆਸ਼ਾ ਨਾ ਵੈਨਕੂਵਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੌਤ ਹੋਈ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਜੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ
ਜੀ,
ਪਰ ਇੰਨਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਤੜਕਸਾਰ ਨਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟੈਂਟ ਦਿਖੇ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਬੜੀਆਂ ਸੀਮਤ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਦੱਸੀਆਂ, ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਦਿਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਮੀਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹੋਈ ਮੌਤ ਬਾਰੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਖੁਲਾਸਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ।
Downtown Vancouver consignment store closes due to crime disorder. The owner of a high-end consignment store in Vancouver downtown is closing up shop, saying she's tired of the crime and disorder. Courtney Watkins' store, Mine and Yours, has been at the location near Howe and Nelson Street for nearly 8 years and has been dealing with an increase in vandalism. We have so many amazing memories over the past 7 years on Howe Street. It started with a small but mighty team of 5 almost 8 years ago in the middle of Vancouver's growing downtown core, she stated on social media. Watkins cites violence such as increase in the use of pepper spray around the store and windows being smashed as reason why to shutter the doors. Reactions to the closure has been mixed, with some online believing Watkins is overstating the impact of social disorders in downtown Vancouver. Others, however, believe she's right to shutter up the shop, blaming everything on City Hall, the Vancouver Police Department, and the justice system for systemic failures and like the lack of affordable housing and addiction.
बिल्कुल आशा ना ये स्टोर का बड़ा चर्चा और खास तौर के उत्ते मूँह बोलती तस्वीर है डाउनटाउन के उस कोर दे विच नशे ਜਾਂ मानसिक ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਪੀੜਤ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਅਨਸੈਸਰਲੀ ਡੈਮੇਜ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਔਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਬੁਰੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪੈ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾ ਪਰਦਾਫਾਸ਼ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਹੈ।
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਆਪ ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ www.mwlife.ca। BC MLAs crossing the floor face big risk, political experts say. The BC United MLAs have switched to the BC Conservatives in recent days, a move political experts say can come with big risk. You're going to be criticized for abandoning your party, for abandoning your principles, and BC pollster and political watcher Mario Cansico of Research Company. Still in the past few days, BC United MLA Lauren Doraxon and Eleanor Starko crossed the floor to the BC Conservatives. In Starko's case, the gamble was extra big. She's bright star and member of the LGBTQ2S plus community, leaving her party to run for one with candidates openly critical of that community. It's the kind of thing that can come back to haunt you in debates, said Kensico on Tuesday, the day after Starko announced her move. She's hardly the first to take the political plunge. Winston Churchill famously crossed the floor multiple times, emerging as one of the history's great leaders. Closer to home, BC's longest-serving current MLA, BC United's Mike de Jong, who announced his leaving provincial politics and running for the federal Conservatives, has seen the move flop more than sour. Historically, these things tend to not work out very well for either the politicians who make the shift or the party they make the move to, said de Jong Tuesday. A lot can depend on timing of the move and the politicians' motivations for doing it. Federal MP for Vancouver Kingsway David Emerson sparked outrage as an unsuccessful recall campaign when he left the federal Liberals for a cabinet post with the Harper Conservatives. He made the move right after the election and didn't run in the next one. Timing is important in show business and in politics, notes Hamish Talford, a political science professor at the University of the Fraser Valley. Kensico said the strength of the party the candidate is joining is another factor. For example, former MLA Gordon Wilson crossed the floor for a cabinet post with the NDP. He lost the next election when the NDP were reduced to 2 seats only. It didn't work out for him, and obviously it didn't work out for the NDP in the 2001 election, noted de Jong. Starko has jumped to a surging party but may face a tough race when she runs in the Surrey Cloverdale riding this fall. Starko will be up against BC United star Claudine Stoner-Bliss, who is a doctor at Surrey Memorial Hospital, and incumbent NDP MLA Mike Starchuk. It's definitely going to be one of the ridings to watch.
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਅੱਛਾ ਨਾ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਨਾ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਰੁਝਾਨ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਜਾਣ ਦਾ ਦੂਜੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਰਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁਖਤਾ ਰੂਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਲੀਅਰਲੀ ਨਾ ਜਨਤਕ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਔਰ ਇਹਦਾ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਔਰ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਗਵਾਹ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਾਰਗੁਜ਼ਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਰਜਾਨੇ ਵੀ ਭੁਗਤਣੇ ਪਏ ਆ
6 suspects arrested. Drugs and cash seized after months-long trafficking investigation, says RCMP. Multiple suspects were arrested and drugs and cash were seized by police in BC's Lower Mainland following a month-long investigation into a trafficking operation. Coquitlam RCMP shared details about their investigation, explaining the project kicked off in late 2022 in an effort to target several known drug traffickers allegedly working in the Tri-Cities. Between December 23 and May 2024, police conducted multiple search warrants in Port Coquitlam, Burnaby, and Surrey. As a result of those warrants, 6 suspects aged 28 to 35 were arrested. They've all been released pending charge approval. Police also seized about $150,000 in Canadian and American cash, along with suspected cocaine during their searches. The proactive enforcement by Coquitlam's Drugs and Organized Crime section resulted in a significant disruption to criminal activity by removing drugs and preventing them from entering our communities, said Inspector Aaron Leod in a news release. The Coquitlam RCMP is committed to reducing community harm by targeting drug traffickers that prey on the vulnerable for their own personal gain.
ਨਸ਼ੇ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵਿਕਰੀ ਖਰੀਦੋ ਫਰੋਖਤ ਆ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਮੁਤਲਕ 6 ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਰੈਸਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਭਾਵੇਂ $1.5 ਲੱਖ ਦੇ ਕਰੀਬ ਅਸ਼ਨਾ ਕੈਸ਼ ਹੈ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਤਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੈਸ਼ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੈਸਾ ਯਕਦਮ ਮੁਨਾਫਾ ਪਰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਨਾਲ ਖੇਡਣਾ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਫਿਊਚਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਖੇਡਣਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਆ ਯਾਦ ਰਹੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਸਮੇਂ ਤੋਂ ਇਹਦੀ ਤਫਤੀਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ 2022 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਔਰ ਅੱਜ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦਾ ਖੁਲਾਸਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਮਈ ਤੱਕ ਹੋਈ ਤਫਤੀਸ਼ ਦੇ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਕਈ ਥਾਵਾਂ ਤੇ ਛਾਪੇ ਵੀ ਮਾਰੇ ਗਏ ਔਰ 6 ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਰੈਸਟ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ
Khabran Da Lekha Jokha program se dijiyega ijazat. Until next time, goodbye. Be safe.